India is increasingly worried about Chinese capabilities in the Indian Ocean. In response, India is investing both in itself and in its neighbors to make sure that Delhi remains the primary power in the Indian Ocean. The first part of this strategy is India building up its own capacity. A prime example of this would be the Car-Nicobar Air Force Base, where India has a 9,000-foot runway. New Delhi plans to upgrade the infrastructure of the base so it can permanently deploy military transport, patrol, and combat aircraft. The second part of the strategy is boosting cooperation with partners. So India is trying to build up some Coast Guard and naval facilities in places like Mauritius and the Seychelles. Even more importantly, it's signing access agreements with other regional powers, for instance, the French, who are now allowing reciprocal access for Indian naval ships to French bases like the big one on Réunion Island. So Réunion Island is the biggest naval facility that the French have in the Indian Ocean. It provides a lot more access for India now to that part of the Western Indian Ocean, where India has traditionally been less present than the French have. So outside of India, Réunion is one of the most advanced naval facilities in the Indian Ocean, and France is certainly one of the most capable navies in the region. The third plank of India's strategy here is investment in commercial ports, both to head off Chinese control of those facilities and to allow future Indian naval access. A lot of people know about the Chabahar port in Iran, which has become controversial, but also India has invested in places like the Sabang port in Indonesia, where we have already seen Indian naval vessels increasingly making visits. From a US perspective, this is all good news. It means that India is an increasingly capable partner in managing and surveilling the waters of the Indian Ocean. It plays well into US efforts to boost maritime domain awareness and maritime security throughout the region. A big part of this is India's creation of a new information fusion center to bring in maritime domain awareness, radar information from all across the region. And as part of this, India has started to build large radar networks across some of the smaller developing island states in the Indian Ocean, including Sri Lanka, the Seychelles, Mauritius, and Bangladesh.